test. SoCal College Sports presents the 3C2A basketball playoffs. Tonight, the number 8 seed Ventura Pirates take on the number 2 seed El Camino Compton Center Tartars. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Joe Cap Realty and Crown Plaza Ventura Beach, Ventura's only beachfront hotel. And remember, everybody, to join us March 9th through the 12th as we bring you the 3C2A Men's and Women's Basketball Championships at Las Positas College. You can catch those games on our YouTube channel, SoCal College Sports 1, or on our website, www.socalcollegesports.com. Stay tuned, everybody.
And a very pleasant good evening and welcome back to Ventura College basketball here on SoCalCollegeSports.com and the VC Sports Network. Tonight it's round 2 of the 3C2A playoffs. And Jeff Stoynoff joined by Jay Holloway. And Jay, buckle your seatbelt, my friend, because this should be an entertaining ball game, to say the least. El Camino Compton. I like to get up and down the floor.
Yeah, they sure do. They want to score at least 94 points per ball game. So we'll see how they do against the Ventura Pirates, where they want to get in the mid-70s, maybe early 80s.
Yeah, it's been a season-long quest to try and slow down the Tartars, but good luck. The accolades, where to even begin? Tops in the state in points per game, tops in the state in steals, second in rebounding in the state. It just goes on and on. They've been a statistically dominant team all season long, and the Pirates, they like to get up and down the floor as well with guys like Isaiah Reyes, Cordell Hankerson. We've seen that all season long by them. Let's step aside very quickly, come back, continue to break it down here. You are watching Ventura College basketball on SoCalCollegeSports.com. me back to Ventura College basketball on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Jeff Stoynoff, Jay Holloway with you from Compton here tonight for round 2 of the playoffs. I started to say before we took a break there for the national anthem that the Pirates like to get up and down the floor. In general, they're one of the top 3-point shooting teams in the entire state. But you have to imagine that would be a mistake tonight. You would think it would be imperative on them to slow it down.
Right, you're going to have to, because Compton can make more shots than Ventura does, so you have to be more effective with your shot taking, because if you shoot too fast, you might get 3 for 2 instead of 2 for 3.
And we take a look at the starting lineups here tonight. Both coaches not making a lot of changes in their lineup, going with a fairly standard starting 5 all season long. One change, though, of note recently for the Pirates is Thomas Frank being inserted into the lineup. That happened 3 games ago. The Pirates have won 3 in a row since they put Frank into the lineup. He's been a good mesh with the other 4 players, bringing a lot of shooting range to the starting 5.
And it spreads the floor for Ventura because they want to get more of an inside-out presence. So I think having Frank in the lineup helps them get more effective shots from the field.
Yeah, and meanwhile, a 3-guard lineup as well for the Tartars. Calvin House, Javon Brown, Kevonte Davis in the backcourt. Up front, Anthony Fitzpatrick and Dejon Henderson. It'll be Vita Fennell and Anthony Fitzpatrick who will jump it up. We're just moments away from a second-round matchup, Ventura and El Camino Compton Center. Tartars win the opening tap. They'll get it to Brown, who will walk it into the front court. Off to Davis in the corner, quickly down low, and a layup up and good. That's Fitzpatrick.
A little bit
quickly
too
on
easy.
the board. And you watch the Tartars go to the full court press. They will try to push the tempo throughout. Young working against the trap, gets it to Fennell. Pirates will go to work. Young outside has Henderson in a switch, gets it back. Young wide open for 3, no good. Long rebound out to Davis. Davis quickly back the other way. Leaves it for House. House on the drive, another layup is up and good. Fast start for the Tartars. Fitzpatrick has 4.
So a rough start for Ventura on defense, trying to slow them down, not doing anything at all in the first couple of
Cowan goes cross court to Young. Frank is open for 3. That's no good. The Pirates are going to have to knock down shots if they have any chance here, and they've missed a couple of open looks early. House quickly into the lane. Fitzpatrick drops it down low. Davis goes reverse and lays it in. Kevonte Davis makes it a 6-0 lead, and it's been 3 layups here, Jay. Too easy for the Tartars early on.
You're right, Jeff. Just way too easy. Just nice high to low passing just from Davis, just tearing them apart like Peyton Manning playing football almost.
Yeah, I mean, you can see right now it's one and done, a couple of misses. The Tartars, as advertised so far, doing a good job on the boards and quickly getting back the other way. And this is not a team that you can really let get away from you, even early on. Talking about a team that's coming off 3 straight games where they put up 100 or more.
And also getting back to your point, Jeff, about getting quick shots. They're not making those quick shots from downtown. So you have to, a concern for theirs is getting better shots with burning some clock as well.
So Joey Ramirez forced to burn an early timeout. Wants to settle down the Pirates, who find themselves down 6-0. Still working against the press. Cowan in from the left, stops and pops. Back iron, no good. Rebound pulled down by Henderson. The Tartars will look to run. It's a 2-on-3. Davis with the scoop shot, no good, but a foul called.
So another quick shot by Cowan and another miss, so it leads to an easy shot to the rim for Davis.
Well, you have the feeling with El Camino Compton Center, this was a team, they come in number 2 in Southern California. At one point this season, they were the number 1 team in the state, and the Pirates haven't adjusted to the speed.
They haven't. I mean, that's one concern. If you want to win this game or second round of the playoffs, you have to play with your strengths. Their strength is getting better shots, not quick shots early in the shot clock.
Free throw up and good. Davis now has 3 to go along with Fitzpatrick's 4. The Pirates, meanwhile, not on the board yet.
And the problem with playing fast, when you miss shots, you can play even faster. So you try to compensate when you're with an early deficit.
8-0 lead for the Tartars. Hankerson working against the press. Frank still holding. They got to hurry.
Dangerous
Looking
pass
for Cowan, broken up by Fitzpatrick, 3-on-1, but the pass thrown away. Fitzpatrick went to the no look, looking for Javon Brown.
Didn't have to. Should have been real simple. A little bounce pass should have been easy layup.
Yeah, Keith Higgins standing on the sideline there and not at all happy with the decision there on a 3-on-1. That's a golden opportunity.
He just said why. Just why. Simple question.
That one nearly stolen again. Brown, as Ryan Sells has checked in for the Pirates. And the Pirates the first few times have done a pretty good job against the press, but now all of a sudden they're starting to have difficulty against the trap.
Yeah, I think they're rushing themselves a little bit too much. The key is fake a pass where you're trying to go, not throw or telegraph the first pass you're trying to get to.
Yeah, it was a very dangerous pass from Hankerson, no angle. That's a blocking call. That'll go against Fitzpatrick. That's the first foul on the Tartars here tonight. We're less than 2 minutes in, 18-18 remaining here in the opening half. And the Pirates quickly down 8-0. So far, El Camino Compton Center, as advertised, number 2 seed. Young in from the left, back to Cowan. Cowan fires from 17 and hits. So the Pirates get off the schneid. Cowan buries the jumper. Cowan steps in and steals it. In from the left, has that shot blocked. Young recovers the long rebound. Fennell fans it out. Hankerson for 3. That's off the back iron. Rebound tapped around outside to Young. Hankerson will try again for 3. Missed everything. 3 shots for the Pirates on that one. That would have come in handy. They still trail at 8-2. Henderson tries to shovel a pass to Fitzpatrick, but it's out of bounds.
It's another wild pass from the bigs for the Tartars. This one by Henderson. It should have been an easy bounce pass again.
Well, Jay, we talked about the necessity of knocking down shots. That hasn't happened so far.
Right.
One other thing that would come in handy might be a few errant passes and turnovers from the Tartars, I should say. The Pirates are going to need a little help here. They're starting to get that, but they need to knock down some shots. Fennell on the baseline hits the shot.
And that was very smooth, breaking the press and getting a good shot in the lane for Fennell.
Fennell averaging over 19 points and over 10 rebounds in conference play. They're going to need a huge performance from him tonight. Henderson steps in, fans it out. Long 3 on the way is good. Javon Brown knocks down the tray. That breaks the mini run for the Pirates. Hankerson angles right, off to Sells, baseline drive, hooks it back outside. They're working around to Hankerson. Hankerson for 3, that's good.
So 3 times a charm for Hankerson from downtown makes his first one tonight.
Well, if you're looking for encouraging signs here for the Pirates, they've had their share of open shots early on.
Right. The key now is just making them.
They're back within 4 at 11-7. Michael Chavez has checked in, drives it to the rim, no good. Rebound tapped outside to Brown. Brown quickly down low, good feed to Chavez. The reverse layup is good.
Now that's one concern for Ventura is stopping people inside the lane. Getting way too easy shots.
Lot of points in the paint early for the Tartars. Young breaks the trap. 3-pointer for Fennell, rimming no good. Long rebound tapped out to Chavez. Chavez has that one nearly stolen by Cowan. Kevonte Davis fans it out to Henderson. Henderson will fire from 17 feet, no good. Rebound tapped around, Cowan's got it. Cowan up ahead to Sells. Sells with the layup, that's good. Good feed from Cowan finding Sells. Pirates maybe starting to get their sea legs here a little bit. They're back within 4.
And you're seeing some jump shots missed by El Camino Compton, so it's leading to easy baskets for Ventura the other way.
Brown leans over the dribble, checked by Young. Still dancing. A lot of dribbling. The fadeaway now from Brown, rimming no good. Hankerson has the rebound and a foul called. That's going to go against Calvin House.
So the last 3 trips, Jeff, have been jump shots. They've all led to misses that led to Ventura points. So defense now creeping in for the Pirates.
First appearance tonight for Isaiah Reyes for Ventura. Reyes been a spark plug late in the season, averaging over 14 a game.
Going to need all his points tonight and some more from Reyes.
Reyes will set things up. Directing traffic between the circles. Still dancing. Fires a pass down low. Sells lays it in.
Very good, nifty pass from Reyes, carving the defense up.
Reyes had 7 assists in the victory over Irvine Valley. That one rims high, no good. A whistle outside. It's going to belong to Ventura. Well, after an 8-0 start, the Pirates have responded with an 11-5 run. They're back within 2.
And they seem to calm down early on. I mean, the first couple of trips, they were just rushing the game for themselves, and let's that quick start for Compton.
Reyes working against the trap. Spins right, a lot of contact, and a charge called on Reyes. That's a great job by Fitzpatrick, and you have to be very impressed with Anthony Fitzpatrick early on.
Yep.
4 points, and there he takes the charge.
Very good move. Reyes had the spin the other way. He spun back to where Fitzpatrick was waiting for that charge to happen, and he got it.
And I think that may have been a little scouting. Reyes very effective with the spin move, and it looked like Fitzpatrick was anticipating that and getting in good position.
So you're saying that they study at Compton too, huh?
Now they're smart guys. Foul down low. Shaver's going to head to the line. Meanwhile, Alonzo Taylor has checked in as well for El Camino Compton Center.
Shaver's had 17 points against Long Beach in round 1.
Comes in averaging just over 8.6, but he's been very good. 17 in the last victory, 14 in the game before that.
Scoring all around is for the Tartars.
Yeah, they get it from a few spots. Shaver's a 65% foul shooter, and he hits the first. One more coming. Well, this is a great response by the Pirates after that very slow start. But this is a team that you cannot go to sleep against even for a moment. Another run could be forthcoming at any moment, so the pressure going to be very high. Fennell gets it back to Cowan. Fennell from the elbow. Too strong. Long rebound pulled down. Brown jets into the lane, hangs in the air. The scoop shot is good.
Just a path right down Broadway. Another easy layup for El Camino Compton. You have to limit those opportunities if you're Ventura.
El Camino Compton Center back up 6. Sells. Drives the lane. Hangs in the air. The leaner is good. What a shot by Sells, who's got 6 points off the bench.
I see you, Ryan Sells.
This is a great lift from a guy like Ryan Sells, who a lot of times brings a lot of defensive energy.
Right.
A role player for this team, but to get that kind of offensive output, and here's Sells on defense with a steal. It's a 2-on-2 if they hurry. That one tapped away by Alonzo Taylor. The Pirates will keep it.
Now, getting back to your point about Sells being somewhat a defensive guy, he could have kept going, but he somewhat held up and led to that deflection by Fitzpatrick.
Cowan will bring it in, baseline right. Hankerson catch and shoot from 3, too strong. Sells has the offensive rebound. Reyes into a crowd. Back outside. Fennell finds Hankerson, passed on the 3. Shot clock at 21. I haven't really had to mention the shot clock too often. I don't anticipate that I will.
Probably won't.
The feed into Fennell is broken up. The turnover gives it back to Compton Center. Taylor, a drive on Hankerson. Boy, Hankerson with a terrific defense, denying Taylor. Taylor gets the play from the bench. Shot clock down to 11. Fitzpatrick has Cowan in a switch. Spins right, double pump, won't go. Tap, no good. Fitzpatrick, or I should say it's Shavers on the glass. Knocked out of play. It'll stay with El Camino Compton Center.
So good man-on-man defense, but no one boxing out for the Pirates. You have to get a man on a body when a shot's up in the air.
Trevor LeCount replaces Vita Fennell. Henderson will bring it in, baseline right. Javon Brown. They try to go to Henderson in the low post. LeCount breaks that up. Meanwhile, they didn't set the shot clock back. It still says 27.
And looking at matchup, Jeff, between Henderson and LeCount to see the difference in size and possible strength for Henderson for Compton.
Yeah, Henderson, a lot of muscle down low. Taylor hits from long range. Compton back out to a 7-point lead. Cowan breaks the press, leaves it for Sells. 15-footer is good. Sells has 8.
So you're just getting gravy now from Ryan Sells. You're getting points off the bench. It's a huge lift for Ventura.
That's great recognition by Sells. Found himself open. Knocked down the shot. Jeremiah Curtis has checked in as well. Henderson loses the handle. Reyes has the steal. Reyes turning on the Jets. It's a 3-on-2. Sells. Back to Reyes. They'll set up. Hankerson fakes. Now open for 3. Kaboom! Hankerson fired up. Knocks down his second 3. The Pirates back within 2.
Points off turnovers are very key for Ventura. And a good steal by LeCount against the wildest from Henderson.
Brown gets it from Davis and answers with a triple. Timeout taken by El Camino Compton Center. 11:42 remaining in the first half. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll take a short break. Come back here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. We welcome you back to El Camino Compton Center College. 23-18. The Pirates have partially scaled the mountain a couple of times here in this first half, but they have not been able to get back into the lead. The Tartars started out with an 8-0 run and a late whistle. House nearly had the steal, but they're going to call him for the foul. That's House's second foul.
Not a smart foul there by House. Way into Hankerson's back.
LeCount will work it around to Cowan. Trying to find Hankerson, working off a baseline screen, knocked out of play. Pirates have gotten themselves back to as close as 2. They trail it now by 5. Cowan checked by Taylor. Around to LeCount screen. Sells will try for 3 and hit. Ryan Sells. 11 points here in the first half. 23-21. Pirates back within 2. Taylor circles right, guarded closely by Hankerson. Stolen by Cowan. Cowan has Hankerson with him on the trailer. Hankerson throws it down. Cordell Hankerson with the hammer. The Pirates have tied it up at 23.
There's your Kodak moment.
Well, Hankerson and Sells have almost all of the points tonight. Davis tries to shovel one to House, but it's broken up. El Camino Compton will keep it. Anthony Fitzpatrick will replace Alonzo Taylor. So the Tartars go a little bit bigger up front. Step back 3 for Brown, rimming no good. LeCount has the rebound in a crowd. Lost the handle, but saved it to Hankerson. Reyes wants to run. 2 on 3, off to Sells, in from the right. Blocked by Fitzpatrick. Well, you can't blame Ryan Sells for trying the way everything's falling for him right now.
Hey, 11 points. You can't get too mad at that. At least he's staying aggressive.
Meanwhile, the Pirates with a chance to take the lead. And they look like they might be in some trouble early on. A little shell-shocked by a quick 8-0 run, but what a great response. Reyes wide open for 3. No good. Fitzpatrick has the rebound. Davis into the front court, off to Brown. Henderson tries to touch that one down low to Fitzpatrick. Another turnover.
Now that's the third, you can use the phrase, bad play by Henderson. One bad bobble, a forced no-look high pass, another bad pass there.
Yeah, you know, you might like where his head's at, but it's a high degree of difficulty on that pass.
There's a phrase, it's called KISS. It's keep it simple, son.
LeCount with the follow on the Reyes miss, and the Pirates have the lead.
So points off turnover is keeping Ventura now with the lead.
Only 4 losses on the season for Compton Center. Terrific feed from Brown to Fitzpatrick. Tied at 25. This is right about the pace that El Camino Compton would want. Sells, fakes on Henderson. Hankerson open for 3 and hits. Cordell Hankerson, third 3 of the first half. The Pirates have the 3-point lead.
So they drive and kick, so Ventura drives and kicks. Seems effective.
Well, you have the sense as Brown passes on the 3, off to Henderson, left of the key. A drive on LeCount and an offensive foul. Great job by LeCount. you have the feeling that gaudy record aside, number 2 seed aside, the Pirates look at these guys and have the feeling of like, hey, we like to play this way too.
Yeah. It's like a 2.0 version of yourself.
Yeah, it's all right, let's play and see what happens. It's a great response, and the Pirates have the 3-point lead and the ball. Under 9 minutes to go in the opening half. Reyes, hard drive, kicks it out. Sells will try for 3. That's short. Long rebound. Sells has it back. Reyes will try for 3. That's good.
So you now see Ventura getting extra second and third shots now with the lead by 6.
The Pirates on a run. They have their largest lead. Calvin House holding outside and a whistle off the ball. This should go against LeCount, working against Henderson down low. LeCount's giving them a nice lift off the bench as well, coming on, battling against Henderson. Compton will bring it in, baseline left. Fresh shot clock. House holding in the corner. Shavers, a drive on Hankerson. High off the glass with the left hand. Nice finish by Shavers. That breaks the Pirate run.
Yeah, bad defense there by Hankerson. Gave him an easy pass to his offhand.
Cowan with a great feed. LeCount fakes, blocked by Henderson. They want to run. Brown in from the right, loses the handle and gives it back to Ventura. Here comes Vita Fennell. Checking back in, he'll replace Trevor LeCount.
So when you try to run, you want to run with the basketball in your hand, not when it's off your hand.
Well, again, you're starting to get a sense of Henderson there because that was another nifty pass. It was kind of a touch pass on the outlet, but Shavers wasn't ready for it. Reyes denied on the double pump. Shavers has it. Off to House. House quickly double teamed. Tries to drop it down low, but it's Reyes who picks his pocket. 2-on-2. Reyes with the jump stop and an offensive foul on Isaiah Reyes.
So I guess Fitzpatrick knows Reyes like the back of his hand. Second foul charged against Reyes against Fitzpatrick.
7:48 remaining in the first half. The winner gets East Los Angeles College next Saturday night with a spot in the championship round on the line. Fitzpatrick with a foot on the line, rimming no good. Fennell has the rebound. Cowan will jog it over the timeline. Gets a high screen from Fennell. Sells in from the left with the teardrop, missed everything. The rebound tapped around, controlled by Compton. House wants to leave it for Brown, and now does. The Tartars will set up, looking to cut into this 4-point deficit. Lob down low. Fitzpatrick's got Cowan, and he lays it in. Well, that's a great job by Fitzpatrick taking advantage of the mismatch. And I have to tell you, watching Ventura all season long, that's not easy to do against Eddie Cowan.
Right, and the key for him was he was being patient when he got the catch. He didn't rush the shot. He let the man go underneath him and then lay it in.
Full timeout taken. We'll step aside in a 2-point game here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. .650 remaining in the first half. The Pirates, who have trailed by as much as 8, have a 2-point lead and the ball. Cowan along with Young, Stephen Intui, Hankerson, and Fennell on the floor. This is Intui getting some run, and we haven't seen a lot of him in the latter part of the season. The entry pass to Fennell nearly stolen. Shot clock at 13. Yeah. Cowan dancing on the dribble. Skip pass to Hankerson. Hankerson going to have to force one up and hit. Cordell Hankerson. He's averaging just under 20 a game in conference play. And he is feeling it tonight. Pirates back up 5. Now it's Hankerson on Fitzpatrick. Shavers fakes, starts a drive, drops it down low. Fitzpatrick in from the right and another offensive foul. Fitzpatrick turns around right away, and he knows he lowered the shoulder. No argument on the call.
He had to.
Yeah. Well, Fitzpatrick really having his way in this first half, and now he'll head to the bench, and that has to be welcome news for the Pirates. But an interesting bit of strategy as Coach Joey Ramirez switches Hankerson onto Fitzpatrick, still looking for someone who can match up as Fitzpatrick is a load down low.
And the key in this game will be the game of matchups, so who has a better matchup will probably get the better shot.
Young out to Cowan, and now Cowan will clear things out. Trying to work the pick and roll, a near steal. What's the call? They're going to stay here with the Pirates. 5-point lead and the ball. Under 6 minutes to go in the first half.
Lucky break for Ventura was off of Cowan.
Might have got a break on the call. They'll take it. Hankerson will bring it in baseline left. Out to Cowan. Quickly to Hankerson. Open for 3. Off the back iron. Fennell kicks it out to Young. Young has an open look. That's too strong. Henderson boxes out for the rebound. Foul called on Intui in the backcourt. So that's his first. That's the 6th on Ventura. So now the Tartars will shoot free throws the rest of the way. Brown leans over the dribble, drops it down low to Shavers, checked by Cowan. Showers starts to back down, left-handed hook is good. Michael Shavers been very impressive.
That was a very nice move by Michael. Looked confident, strong, and a good offhand as well.
Yeah, the Tartars are doing a good job as Young walks, gives it back. Tartars are doing a good job of taking advantage of the somewhat undersized backcourt for Ventura.
And once again, that's their game. They want to get to the rim and they want to score points quickly, and that's a big concern if you're Ventura.
Yeah, with all the accolades and the stats where they are leading the state or among the leaders, they're actually one of the poorer three-point shooting teams on the season. Entry pass to Henderson, broken up, but off of Henderson. Great job by Fennell. So don't expect to see them bombing it from all over the court, but exactly to your point, they're doing a great job getting it down low, getting it close to the basket.
So they don't only need to shoot threes. If there's an open shot, why not take it from 2 feet instead of 22 feet?
In a victory over El Camino a couple of weeks back, the Tartars shot an astounding 76% from the floor. Hankerson passes out of a double team, but right to Brown. Brown, one-on-one with Hankerson, leaves it behind. The layup is up and good. Shavers gets the finish on the feed by Brown. Back to a 1-point game. Sells has returned for the Pirates. Cowan ahead to Young. Young has Henderson, but instead he'll back it out and get it to Cowan, and the Pirates will set up. Fennell with the screen for Cowan. Cowan open from 17 feet, and he hits again. Cowan's knocked down a couple of jumpers here in the first half. He's got 4. The Pirates have the 3-point lead. Henderson facing up on Fennell. Drives it baseline. Double pump won't go, but a foul called on Fennell.
So the one concern for the bigs for Ventura is just they're not, I guess you use the term, sturdy enough against Henderson. They have a wide load.
As I sometimes ask my buddy Mike Cepeda when we're working together, some form of who is? Like taking a look at Henderson.
Don't know.
Does have the wide frame. Makes him such a difficult matchup. Does miss the first free throw. He's come in playing very well, has Henderson of late. Over his last 5 games, he's averaging 17 points and 10 rebounds. So Dejan helping to lead the way for the Tartars. who come in with a record of 26-4, but they're down 3. That one too strong, so Henderson comes up empty at the line. Among the things the Pirates can use if they hope to pull the upset here, how about some missed free throws? Hankerson in from the right, stops and pops. That's good. Hankerson filling it up here in the first half.
And that's the key. When they miss shots, you have to convert on the other end. That's a good job. Again, a good shot for Hankerson.
Have the unofficial numbers, which is just me keeping track in my head, but I think Hankerson's got about 18 points.
Yes.
Here in the first half.
He only had 14 against Irvine Valley.
Brown into the lane, hangs in the air, missed everything. Henderson tries to keep it alive and does. Reverse layup, good, and a foul. Dajon Henderson working the offensive glass.
So he makes his hay, and you see why. And that's one of the things. Get into the loose balls. Those, you have to win the 50-50 balls if you want to win this game against a number 2 team in the SoCal, California.
Yeah, second in the state in rebounding, second in offensive rebounds. It'll be interesting to take a look at the numbers at halftime. But I feel like the Pirates have done a pretty good job on the boards here tonight, but especially when you consider how difficult it is to keep this team off the boards. But indeed, you're right. It's going to take a near perfect effort, and so far the Pirates have been outstanding.
Yeah, they've weathered the storm so far, and they're down by 3 right now. So.
And I think if you're Ventura, a very talented team, the longer they can stay in this game, the better it is for Ventura.
And the other thing is, the home team, being Compton, gets tired, so that gives you a second win. You say, we can win this game.
Sells, dribbles it off his foot out of bounds. The turnover gives it back to the Tartars with 3:22 remaining in the first half.
Just to check up Jeff and Jay on the women's Ventura team. They've got just under 8 minutes left in the second quarter, tied at 20 versus Santa Monica.
That one also here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Taylor catch and shoot, in and out. Fennell has the rebound. LeCount into the lane, puts up the teardrop, no good. Henderson rips down the rebound. Taylor wants to run. In from the left, that one blocked by Fennell. Young loses his footing, but Cowan's got it back, and he wants a timeout, and he gets it. 2:52 remaining here in the first half. Ventura with the 2-point lead. You are watching Ventura College basketball on SoCalCollegeSports.com and the VC Sports Network. Pirates will work at the length of the court in the road black jerseys. El Camino Compton Center in the home whites. Fennell off to Young. Young in from the right, hangs in the air, bodied by Henderson. He'll head to the line for free throws. It's a great job by Young. That's not a particularly enticing opportunity there for Young, giving up his body there with Dajon Henderson bearing down on him.
I mean, it's not advised, but as they say, proceed with caution.
Yeah.
Luckily, it worked out for him.
I just meant, guy's got a future family to think about there. Throwing himself into Henderson.
Yeah.
No doubt he wants it.
I think that would hurt.
Hits the first free throw. Young comes in averaging 8 points a game, 71% foul shooter. Javon Brown returns, replacing Michael Chavers. So it's House and Javon Brown in the backcourt, Alonzo Taylor with Fitzpatrick and Henderson up front for Compton Center. Excuse me, that's Kevonte Davis with Taylor and Henderson. So Brown angles over the timeline, turns on the Jets, in a crowd, has that one blocked. Henderson on the offensive glass again.
Another loose ball for Henderson.
He's just crashing the offensive boards. Sells out of a double team. Young in from the left, stops and pops. No good. Follow is up and good by LeCount.
LeCount was open for at least a good 3 seconds. Good job by him by keeping the ball alive with the smaller man, Davis, on the rebound.
Henderson faces up on Fennell. Baseline drive, Fennell goes down, no call, Henderson lays it in. Timeout taken by El Camino Compton with 2:05 remaining here in the first half on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Just 2 points from Vita Fennell. Haven't seen a whole lot of Isaiah Reyes in the first half, and the Pirates, with a couple of minutes left here in the first half, have the 2-point lead. And I think if you're among the Pirate faithful, you have to feel very good right now.
Yeah, you're without your best scorer off the bench, and they're only down by 2 points. Is a good sign.
Hankerson off to Sells. It's a 2-on-1 if they hurry. Sells in on Henderson, lays it in. Sells with 13.
So when you don't have points from Reyes, but you have Ryan Sells contributing, is a good sign to have.
Fade away from Brown is good. That's a pretty move by Javon Brown. Young in the corner. Nearly picked off, but Hankerson recovers. 1:34 and counting remaining in the first half. Cowan between the circles. Checked by Taylor. Sells in the high post, guarded by Henderson. Drives on Henderson, left-handed scoop, won't go. Rebound on the floor, Sells back in, and he's got it. Young, high off the glass, that's good. Calvin Young, pretty shot. Pirates back up 4. Davis in on Cowan. Cowan got a hand in, nearly stole it. The ball's on the floor. Whistles come in, it's a jump ball.
So during the last break, Coach Higgins for El Camino Compton almost blew a gasket or two. He might blow another one. We see more sloppy play.
Yeah, he definitely saw something. We had a good view, and he saw something he didn't like, ironically, on a hoop by Henderson, but immediately called a timeout. Went after his team a little bit, but the Pirates are the ones who've responded. Young for 3, that's too strong. Rebound tapped around, controlled by Davis. Brown over the timeline. In on Cowan. Cowan goes down. It's a blocking call. I'll tell you, looked to me like Cowan was pretty well established. Great view for the ref on that call. So,
you know what that means, Jeff?
It almost looked like he got elbowed.
Yeah, I mean, it was a serious collision, and Cowan went down hard. Back up on his feet.
There's an old famous term they actually use called home cooking. That block showed you why.
Dinner is served for Compton. They get the call there. Brown will head to the line.
The check is in the mail.
Brown hits the front end. Javon Brown, 70% foul shooter, the leading scorer for Compton at 17 a game. Struggled somewhat of late in the last 3 victories in which El Camino Compton has gone over 100 in all 3 games. Brown's only averaging 11 points a game.
Right. But the key is that other guys are getting 17, 15 points a game.
Rebound tapped around. Taylor keeps it alive. It's another opportunity. Loose ball. Hankerson ahead of the crowd. Throws it down. What a break for the Pirates. Great hustle after Compton had worked the offensive glass to get another chance. Instead, the Pirates forced the turnover. Now they lead it by 5. About a 7-second difference between shot clock and game clock.
Ventura at least has 10 points off of Compton mistakes.
Brown directing traffic, shot clock at 7. Starts a drive on Young. To the glass. Yes, and a foul. Javon Brown with a 3-point opportunity. It's going to go against Calvin Young. Well, what can you do?
Just pray he misses.
Yeah. Javon Brown back to the line. Interestingly, you get the sense of the ebb and flow here. Camino Compton got off to the very fast start. The Pirates have responded, but every time it seems that the Pirates might start to get a little separation, give the Tartars an awful lot of credit. They go to one of their studs and get a response.
So the key for either side is who can get at least more than one stop in a row. Because they get stops in segments. One stop here, layup there.
Well,
So
it's going to be the second half before we find out, evidently. 48-46. Down to 7 seconds. Hankerson finds Sells. They got to hurry. Down to 4 seconds. Sells kicks it out. Fennell for 3. Blocked by Curtis. And that will send us to halftime. 48-46. The Pirates with the 2-point lead after 20 minutes here on SoCalCollegeSports.com and the VC Sports Network.
Whether you are here for business or pleasure, your satisfaction is our top priority. Located just blocks away from historic downtown Ventura and 20 minutes from the nearby attractions in Santa Barbara, our hotel features 19,000 square feet of space, including Nam Tequila Grill and the Aqua Beachfront Bar. Our rooms feature beautiful views of the ocean and the surrounding foothills. Reservations can be made at www.cpventura.com. With more than 40 years' experience, we strive to provide the very best in real estate and property management services. No matter what your real estate needs are, turn to the realtors who have been serving the Ventura area for over 4 decades. You can find us at www.joecaprealestate.com. And of course, be sure to join us March 9th through the 12th as we bring you the 3C2A Men's and Women's Basketball Championship live from Las Positas College. You can catch those games on our YouTube channel, SoCal College Sports 1, or our website, www.socalcollegesports.com. With more than 40 years' experience, we strive to provide the very best in real estate and property management services. No matter what your real estate needs are, turn to the realtors who have been serving the Ventura area for over 4 decades. You can find us at www.joecaprealestate.com. Whether you are here for business or pleasure, your satisfaction is our top priority. Located just blocks away from historic downtown Ventura and 20 minutes from the nearby attractions in Santa Barbara, our hotel features 19,000 square feet of space, including the Nam Tequila Grill and the Aqua Beachfront Bar. Our rooms feature beautiful views of the ocean and the surrounding foothills. Reservations can be made at www.cpventura.com. Crown Plaza Ventura Beach, the place to meet. And be sure to tune in to SoCalCollegeSports.com March 9th through the 12th as we bring you the 3C2A Men's and Women's Basketball Championships live from Las Positas College. You can catch those games on our website, www.SoCalCollegeSports.com, or by searching for our channel on YouTube, SoCal College Sports 1. And be sure to follow us on Twitter at SoCalCollegeSpo, S-P-O.
Set to get underway in the second half. El Camino Compton Center will have it first. One change. The Tartars go with their starting 5 to start the second half. Ryan Sells in the lineup for the Pirates. So Joey Ramirez counters with a 4-guard set. Young and Cowan along with Sells and Hankerson with Fennell. So a smaller lineup for the Pirates trying to match up with the speed. Compton, for their part, did enjoy an advantage on the boards in the first half, 20-15 rebounding. They shot 60% from the floor, but they're down 2, thanks in large part due to 14 turnovers in the first half, Jay. So the Tartars didn't do themselves any favors.
Yeah, off those mistakes led to 16 Pirate points.
House will bring it in, far side, still struggling. Davis cuts to the basket and lays it in. That's a terrific fake by Davis off the ball. Got himself free. Quickly, we're tied. Cowan ahead to Young. Fitzpatrick gets back to break it up. Knocked outside to Sells, and the Pirates will set up. Cowan checked by Javon Brown. Henderson flashes out. Brown still on the dribble, kicks it out to Young. Young fakes. Back to Cowan. He'll fire from the elbow. That's good. Cowan, 3 for 3 from the floor. He's got 6 points. Pirates back up 2.
And they've been from the same spot on the floor, just right from the free throw line. He's knocked them all down.
Fitzpatrick catches at the free throw line, steps back and fires and hits. Fitzpatrick drains the fadeaway.
Very smooth move by Fitzpatrick.
We are tied up at 50. Just underway here in the second half. Henderson battling Young, and the turnover on the Pirates will give it back to the Tartars.
So you're seeing an adjustment for Compton. They're actually playing some decent defense, making Ventura a bit frustrated on the opposite side of the ball.
Reyes played 8 minutes in the first half as he checks in, had just 3 points. Gets the early call here in the second half. House, Henderson cuts backdoor, and the pass overshoots him out of bounds. Another turnover on El Camino Compton. The Pirates, as you point out, Jay, feasting on those turnovers. And a backcourt violation here on Sells. It looked like he might have stepped out with the ball before he got that pass off. The Pirates, for their part, had just 7 turnovers in the first half. Been taking very good care of the ball, under 12 turnovers a game in conference play. This is another thing altogether here against an up-tempo team in El Camino Compton, but done a pretty good job so far, but Sells with a careless turnover there. Brown working on Cowan. Kicks it back to Davis. Davis down low. Fitzpatrick, they're going to wave off the shot. The foul came before the shot on Anthony Fitzpatrick. Reyes with the push. It's the first team foul for the Pirates. We're just over a minute into the second half. Davis looking for Brown, forces one up and in. Brown led all scorers for El Camino Compton with 14 in the first half, so he's up to 16. Reyes in on Henderson, has that pass tipped away. Sells has it back. Now the Pirates will set up. Reyes checked by Davis. Whistle off the ball.
It's off
the call on Fitzpatrick. See what number that is for Fitzpatrick. I believe that's his first here in the second half. So third foul, and that is an important development here as Fitzpatrick will head to the bench.
It wasn't only a small foul by him because it was a slip screen for Fennell. Wasn't really trying to get the screen for Reyes, it's more of just trying to get in the way.
Shavers will check in. Hankerson, who led all scorers with 18 in the first half, goes down low to Fennell. Gets it back. Kicks it out. Cowan in from the right. Terrific feed. Fennell fakes, goes up, missed the layup. Fennell gets his own rebound, gets a shot up on the glass. He's fouled, and he'll head to the line for a couple of free throws.
Probably committed the first time, but he got the foul on Henderson. Doesn't hurt either.
Great effort from Vita Fennell. Just 2 points in the first half, 1 of 4 from the floor. Spent much of the first half matched up with Dejon Henderson. But surprisingly, you would think in that matchup that Fennell would be able to step outside. He's a terrific outside shooter.
Right,
but Henderson's done a very good job matching up on that shot. In fact, bothering the last shot from Fennell at the end of the first half.
Yeah, he's held his own, but Fennell has missed some open looks as well. So a bit of concern for him trying to knock down the easy short jumpers outside the lane to get Harrison out from the lane because he likes to camp down there.
Well, one thing that Fennell can do of late, shoot free throws. He's up over 80%, and he buries both there. Game tied at 52 once again. Now it's the Pirates who will show a little bit of pressure. Davis at the controls. Javon Brown checked by Sells now. House wants Davis down low. Terrific defense by Reyes. Brown has it. Shot clock down to 11. Brown checked by Cowan. He'll back things out. Starts a drive into the lane. Fans it out. 3 on the way from Curtis is good. Jeremiah Curtis knocks down a 3. Compton out to a 3-point lead. Reyes loses the handle. Backcourt violation. Another turnover on the Pirates.
So the mistakes compounding for Ventura. They played a good defense for 25 seconds. Let the driving kick to Curtis. Had an easy look at a three-pointer. Then a lucky bounce for Compton off the foot of Reyes. Trying to go between his legs.
Yeah, Reyes still trying to get into this ball game here. Talked about that he played just 8 minutes in the first half. Expect to see more of him here in the second half, but so far, Compton Center's done a nice job defending Isaiah Reyes. Hankerson with 18 in the first half. Sells off the bench with 13. And how big is that performance, keeping the Pirates in it? They trail it by 3. Javon Brown checked by Sells. On the drive, to the rim, missed the layup. Rebound tapped out. Sells giving chase, battling Curtis, and it's Sells who tracks it down. Reyes out to Hankerson. Fakes the 3. Fennell fakes, drives, to the rim, lays it in. Fennell with 4 in the second half. He's up to 6 in the game. The lead sliced to 1 for Compton Center.
So a good heads-up play by Hankerson on the tap and the pass to Fennell.
Shavers holding wide left. Starts a drive on Hankerson with the crossover. Terrific feed. Davis lays it in.
Just pretty.
Shavers breaking down the defense. Finds Davis. Reyes jets into the front court. Fennell in from the right. The layup is good. So Reyes responds in kind. Fennell starting to get it going for the Pirates. Back to a 1-point game as Brown leans over the dribble. Angles left. Off to House. House backing down on Cowan. The double team comes, forces one up. Offensive rebound by Shavers, but a whistle comes in. This is going to be against Isaiah Reyes on the rebound, so a non-shooting foul. Meanwhile, that is the 4th foul for Isaiah Reyes. So he will sit down with 16 minutes remaining here in the game. And you have to imagine that he's going to be out for quite a while before we see him again.
Yeah, a bit of a cause for concern for Coach Joey Ramirez, losing your best
Davis
scorer off the bench.
misses the layup. Cowan rips down the rebound. Cowan in a crowd. That one poked free. Nobody home, and it's Shavers who will dunk it. House had the near steal on Sells. El Camino Compton Center out to a 3-point lead. A timeout on the floor taken by Joey Ramirez. Let's see if this is a 30 or a full. It's a full timeout. We'll take a break. You're watching Ventura College Basketball, the 3C2A playoffs on SoCalCollegeSports.com and the VC Sports Network. Pirates will inbound at three-quarter court. Hankerson will bring it in. For the Pirates, Cowan with Young, Sells, Hankerson, and Fennell, so they stay with the same lineup that they started the second half with. Meanwhile, Compton counters with House and Brown, Davis, Shavers, and Jeremiah Curtis. Hankerson on the skip pass. Passes out of a trap. Cowan's going to hold, now around to Young. Sells on the baseline. Bumped as he drives, the foul before the shot. It's going to go against Shavers. Third team foul on Compton Center. Hankerson out to Young. He'll try from three. That's no good. Rebound pulled down by House. Compton Center looking to extend on a three-point lead. Scoop shot missed everything. Shavers caught the air ball. I'm not sure how he did that, unless they're going to say it was tipped. But I didn't see that.
I didn't either, Jeff.
Nonetheless, the ball goes back to the Pirates. Maybe that was what the late whistle was that the travel there, I guess, and catching his own shot.
Or pass to yourself.
Yeah, there you go. Hankerson off to Cowan. Pirates continuing to work against the press. Sells, pops from 10 feet and scores.
And you see the adjustment there from Cowan and Hankerson. They're faking the pass, going back to the other side of the court with the basketball.
Sells now with 15. Pirates back within one. Shavers outside to Davis. They go down low to Curtis. Faces up on the wing. 17-footer. Back iron no good. Fennell tracks down the long rebound. Cowan off to Fennell. Over the timeline. Quick pass to Sells. Fires from 15 and hits again. Ryan Sells continuing to feel it here in the second half. Couple of jumpers in a row give the Pirates the 1-point lead.
When you're open, you have to make the defense pay for leaving you that wide open.
Brown around to Curtis screen. Tries one down low off the backboard. Karams out to Fennell. Cowan wants to run into the lane. Nobody stops the ball. Hangs in the air. Missed everything with the scoop.
Bad shot by Cowan.
Shavers into the front court. Down low to Davis. Great feed. House and a foul. Eddie House with the finish. Check that. Calvin House. You know where I was going there, right there. Eddie House, I mean, it's,
Good similarity.
True. For anyone that follows it, you got to be a little more surprised I didn't go with Kevin House, 80s wide receiver with the Buccaneers and the Rams. That's usually where I would go, but but I mistake there. So Calvin House with the finish.
You were halfway right.
If it was Eddie House, it would have been like a 25-foot, three-pointer.
Or a long of belch of with the flop on the shot. So close enough.
So House completes the three-point play. Compton Center back up to back and forth game. 14:07 and counting remaining in the game. Sells holding wide left, off to Cowan, shot clock at 17. Pirates working around the outside. Sells at the top of the key. Short, gets the roll. All going right for Ryan Sells. They'll call that a three. Sells is up to 20 in the game. I'll double check his season high, but if that's not it, I'll eat this headset. House down low. Henderson on the baseline. Shot blocked by Fennell, out of bounds. It'll stay with Compton Center. But Fennell denies Henderson. Shot clock at 13.
And the key is getting back to leaving themselves open at the free throw line. When you see the ball going more than once, you get confidence to scoop back a little bit behind the arc. Then they go down for you as well. So the key is, if you're Compton, you might want to guard Ryan Sells. Maybe once or twice. Just a thought, just saying. But who am I, though, Jim?
Yeah, I mean, Sells a freshman. Are they going to try and recruit him in between years? It's like, listen, you can play in this gym half the time if you transfer here.
You can get 40 points a game if you play at this gym.
So you obviously like shooting here.
Yeah.
I don't think we need to sell you on that. Henderson at the foul line. Shavers Off the glass, no good. Cowan has the rebound. Cowan double-teamed in the backcourt, gets it to Young. Hankerson. The Pirates will work it around the outside. Fennell right of the lane. Out of a double team. Shot clock at 15. Cowan taking some time. Directing traffic. Shot clock at 9. Fennell. They work it around to Young. Young fakes. Now fires from 18. Missed everything. Taylor has the rebound. Taylor with the crossover in from the left. In a crowd. Shot blocked, but a foul called.
Another sign of the old term of home cooking there. Not sure where the foul was on Fennell.
So Taylor gets to the line. Free throw is up and good for Alonzo Taylor. Tie ball game again. Taylor, for his part, 3 points in the first half. His first points of the second half as he hits both free throws. Now the Tartars up 1. Neither team able to pull away. Pirates led by as many as 6. Tartars led by as many as 8. Ramirez has checked in. Hankerson for 3. That's no good. Rebound tapped around. Cowan's got it back. Scoops it to Sells. Short shot, no good. Rebound on the floor. Taylor's got it.
2 great looks. Got to convert.
Yeah, that might have been the easiest shot that Sells had tonight. Taylor gets the runner. Compton Center out to a 3-point lead.
So when you miss a bunny, expect one right back at you.
Cowan skips it to Sells. Trapped in the corner. Drives it baseline in a crowd. Tries to hook it to Fennell. House has the steal. Saves it to Henderson, who threw it away. Hankerson. Trapped on the far side. They'll work it around. Cowan. Skip pass looking for Young, and it's off of Hankerson. That is a very difficult pass that Eddie Cowan just attempted.
Sometimes shorter is better.
You see El Camino Compton Center going to the trap. It does seem to be starting to fluster the Pirates.
And they're bait and counter, throw that cross-court pass because they have that great speed to recover in time to get a steal or even a deflection.
Fennell for 3, short. Rebound to Shavers. Well, that's a good look for Fennell, who's been knocking down over 50% of his three-point attempts in conference play. And that is a shot that you would love if you're Ventura, but Fennell can't get it to go. Taylor will try from 3. That's short. Hankerson has the rebound. Cowan over the timeline to Hankerson. Pirates will set up with the shot clock at 13. Cowan in on Henderson, stops and pops, no good. Fennell tries to keep it alive, but it's Fitzpatrick with the long pass to Taylor. The scoop won't go. Rebound tapped around. Hankerson battling, and he's got it.
Lucky break for Ventura. 2-on-1, couldn't convert.
I'll tell you, sign up Fitzpatrick for quarterback. Drop that one in nicely. But the Tartars can't convert. Timeout on the floor. 10:31 remaining in the game. 66-63. El Camino Compton Center on top here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. 3-point lead for Compton Center. The Pirates with the ball. They'll stay with Cowan, Sells, Ramirez, Hankerson, and Fennell. I wonder when we might see Trevor LeCount again. I thought he had a good run in the first half, and I think his athleticism
I agree, too.
was a good matchup with this team.
But I think Coach Ramirez likes a 4-guard set right now.
Yeah, I think he's trying to match up, and I think that certainly makes sense. LeCount played 7 minutes in the first half, 4 points, 3 rebounds. All right, I just wanted to make sure that wasn't totally out of left field there. I was thinking, oh, wait a second, he was 0 for 8 from the field and 5 turnovers, and I'm not remembering anything. But no,
you're good,
it was a good run for Trevor, but haven't seen him so far in the second half. And indeed, Ramirez trying to match up, I think, a little bit with a smaller lineup. The Tartars, for their part, have Javon Brown, Calvin House, Alonzo Taylor, Anthony Fitzpatrick, and Dejon Henderson, so they go a little bit bigger. That one tipped out of play by Javon Brown. And he and Cordell Hankerson doing a little talking. Hankerson will bring it in the corner. Shot clock at 17. Out to Cowan. Cowan around a Fennell screen. Hooks it out to Ramirez. Open for 3. No good. Rebound in a crowd. Fennell had it. Now down to the floor. They'll tie it up. What's the call here? It's going to stay with Ventura. They didn't call it. Did they call a jump ball? I didn't see a signal.
Yeah, jump ball.
Okay. Didn't see it, but the Pirates will keep it.
It's more of a grab with a jersey than a jump ball, but, you know.
So Hankerson will bring it in baseline right. And they'll wipe up the floor a little bit. And we're ready to go. Hankerson gets it into Ramirez. Gets it back. Quickly double team, but the foul called on Alonzo Taylor. Fifth team foul for Compton Center. Cowan around a screen from Fennell. Dancing on the dribble. Brings it back out. Shot clock's at 22. A foul off the ball. And this is on Taylor again. So Taylor with 2 quick fouls. The Tartars now in the penalty. So the next foul and every foul subsequently will be free throws for Ventura. Sells on Henderson. Pulls up from 17 feet, in and out. Henderson has the rebound.
Sells now missed his last 3 shots after being very warm throughout most of the game.
Yeah, everything fouling for Ryan Sells. Davis through a crowd. Foul called. Paul Moore has checked in and commits the foul. So Moore comes in replacing Ramirez. Joey Ramirez going deep into his bench.
Hasn't even broken a sweat before he got a foul call on him.
Likes to announce his presence. Taylor will bring it in. Javon Brown has been quiet so far here in the second half. Henderson flashes high, spins right, hangs in the air. The hook shot is good. Dejon Henderson gives the Tartars a 5-point lead. You sense this is a big possession for the Pirates. Under 10 minutes to go. Can't afford to let Compton Center get too far away. Hankerson with a long 3, missed everything.
Don't think that was a shot they wanted.
Well, Hankerson hasn't been able to get as many shots here in the second half. Compton Center doing a nice job adjusting and might have forced one there. Fitzpatrick trying to pass out of a double team. Fennell has the steal. Cowan trying to split a double team, nearly lost the handle, and a whistle comes in. Foul called. Is this going to be on Alonzo Taylor?
Should be.
Number 3 on Alonzo Taylor. That was quick. He had none like a minute ago.
Yeah. Like his name being called too, Jeff.
And with the Tartars in the penalty, Cowan will head to the line for a 1-and-1. Here comes Trevor LeCount to give Vita Fennell a blow.
So I guess they heard your request from up here, Jeff.
You have to sense that this will just be a couple of minutes for Vita Fennell as Cowan hits the first free throw. After a quiet first half, Fennell has really carried the load here in the second half for the Pirates. Cowan, 58% foul shooter, hits the front end. One more coming, that's good. So the Pirates back within 3. Brown between the circles, out to Taylor. Fitzpatrick. House finds Brown. Brown for 3. That's good. Boy, statistically, they're not one of the dominant three-point shooting teams. But Brown's now hit 3 in the game, and they've been pretty good percentage-wise in this game, knocking down shots from long range.
So it's quality over quantity for the Tartars from long distance.
They lead it by 6. This is their biggest lead since an 8-point lead to start the game. Sells for 3, no good. Rebound pulled down by Fitzpatrick. Compton Center with a chance to extend on a 6-point lead. Brown will pull up from 3 off the back iron. LeCount pulls down the rebound. They try to bring the trap. Fitzpatrick lays it in. LeCount trying to pass out of a double team, and that was a dangerous pass right back to the front of his own rim.
Very dangerous pass, and they paid the price there with an easy layup. You have to make the smart plays when you're on the road.
Compton Center has equaled their largest lead at 8. Hankerson loses the handle on the way up. LeCount trying to keep it alive. Knocked out of play by Compton Center. They'll say that's off of Taylor. Fennell quickly returns. Reyes also on. He's playing with 4 fouls. So it's Cowan and Reyes, Sells, Hankerson, and Fennell. Javon Brown with a good hustle. Able to knock that one back out of play. The shot clock's at 12. Well, if moments ago was a big possession, this is a huge possession for the Pirates.
Have to get a bucket here to keep that lead down.
Hankerson from the corner gets it into Cowan. Cowan checked by Brown, picked up by Henderson in a switch. Pick and roll to Fennell in a crowd. The layup won't go. Rebound ripped down by House and a foul in the backcourt. It's going to go against Ryan Sells. Well, they ended up getting a good look, Jay.
Yeah, you have to finish those shots. That's the second time he has missed a bunny within less than 5 feet.
Couple of block shots in the first half for Compton Center, and that might be a little bit in the head of the Pirates. They were blocks with emphasis.
Sure, and as they were by, their best person to do that is Henderson, so making the alters known when they count.
Brown over the timeline. Picks it up between the circles. Gets it back to Henderson, over to Brown. Shot clock at 10. Brown circles around the screen, fires from 3, rimming no good. Reyes has the rebound, turns on the Jets, into the front court, splits a double team. Right-handed layup won't go, but a foul call. So Reyes, who's had a quiet night, finally able to turn on the turbo. 7 minutes exactly remaining in the game, and big free throws coming up for Isaiah Reyes.
He just seems a little bit flustered by the Tartars, and that's give credit to their scouting staff for making him work for his shots. It's not been much, but he's been off the mark tremendously.
Reyes, meanwhile, hits the first free throw. It's been up and down on free throws this season, shooting 66% from the line. Looking through the stats on Reyes in the game log, in a victory at Cuesta, a big win for the Pirates to take control of the conference standings. Went 14 for 14 from the line en route to 32 points, so he can get hot.
He can when he has good at the basket.
Quick pass down low, House lays it in. Great feed from Fitzpatrick. Hankerson catch and shoot for 3. Barely caught the iron. It's knocked out of play, back to Compton Center. I'll tell you another thing that's very impressive about Compton Center. Obviously a very athletic team. Up-tempo, one of the leaders in rebounders, also one of the leaders in assists. A very unselfish team, and you have to be very impressed.
But you have to have good screens. It was a great back screen by Henderson to free up Davis easily for that backdoor layup.
Davis off to Brown. Brown drives the lane, pulls up, rimming, good. Javon Brown gives Compton Center their largest lead at 10. Still a lot of time for the Pirates, but they're going to need a run. Cowan in from the left. Henderson gets over. Cowan finds Hankerson. Missed the three. Sells with the offensive rebound. Fennell in a crowd. Left-handed layup is good.
So the key now
And
getting
just
a stop.
Update from the Ventura women's basketball team. 5 minutes into the fourth quarter. 65-57. Ventura leads over Santa Monica.
Tight ball game there for the Pirates, playing at home, trying to finish it off. Move on to the third round here in the 3C2A playoffs, and obviously we saw the Pirates women's team all season long, and they're thinking about a deep run here. They're thinking about playing in Las Positas, no doubt. Got to take care of business tonight. Henderson will head to the line. Missed his first 2 free throws in the first half. Dejan shoots 46% from the line. So I suppose if you're a Tartar supporter, he's due. And he hits the first one.
Nice jinx.
You have no idea, my friend, the talent that I have in this area.
I now see it full circle.
It's uncanny.
Oh.
Thomas Frank at the scorer's table.
It's like the Midas touch for free throws.
One more coming for Henderson. In the air, rimming, no good. Reyes quickly into the front court. Reyes with the crossover. Finds Hankerson. Out to Cowan. Cowan will try from 3. Rimming, no good. Henderson pulls down the rebound. It's ironic. The first half, you would have thought, was decidedly more to the pace that Compton Center would like. And it was the Pirates who had great success. Fitzpatrick with a great spin move and finish. The lead is now 11 for Compton Center. But just to show you for the Tartars how versatile they really can be, I think they've slowed the pace here in the second half and taken command.
Which has shocked Ventura because they were expecting to run, and they haven't. So it's been a alter ego for the Tartars.
Yeah, I think the Pirates were clearly Henderson warding off Fennell. The foul will come before the shot. But I think all credit to Compton Center. I think they recognized that the Pirates were very comfortable with that pace. And I feel like they've made some adjustments, slowed it down a little bit, been a little more methodical.
So the key now for Ventura is how to adjust to their slower pace of Compton.
Yeah. So Henderson heading to the line as the Pirates are in the penalty. This will be a 1-and-1. Henderson 1 of 4 from the line tonight. And that is good. Dejan Henderson knocks down the first free throw. Meanwhile, Fennell with 4 fouls. So Fennell with 4, Reyes with 4. But Compton Center starting to get a stranglehold on this one now. It's a 12-point lead with under 5 minutes to go.
So the one concern now, if you're Ventura, you have to get a stop at some point. You have to slow down Henderson and Davis in the lane. And make a shot or two would help.
Second free throw, no good.
0 for their last 5, Jeff.
Reyes kicks it out to Young, around to Frank. Compton Center has gone to a 2-3 zone. Reyes in a crowd lays it in. Great job by Reyes with the finish, but the Pirates still trail it by 10. Seen the Tartars go to a 2-3 zone for a lot of this second half, and it really has befuddled the Pirates. Brown checked by Hankerson, around to Henderson's screen. Kevonte Davis gets it to Henderson on the wing. Baseline drive, spins back to his right. Foul called, offensive foul. So take the bucket off the board. Pirates get it back. 4:09 remaining in the game.
It's a nice move, just you showed a little bit too much inside.
Well, you're Dejan Henderson there, and you're trying to work outside on Cordell Hankerson. that's not going to work to your advantage. That's where you'd like to see him give the ball up, go down low, try and establish position a little bit closer to the basket.
Yeah, the key is reposting.
Yep.
Getting a better angle and not trying to force a shot from 19 feet into the lane because they're going to get a foul against you with your size.
It's been a gutty effort by the Pirates tonight. They led it by 2, 48-46 at the half. But they've been worn down here in the second half. They're still within 10. They're going to need something fairly dramatic. Compton Center staying in the 2-3 zone. Frank, high arcer for 3. That's no good. Rebound pulled down by Fitzpatrick. Brown over the timeline. Into the lane. Scoop shot, no good. Foul call.
Well, let's go ahead and take a second to give our thanks to El Camino's athletic director, Junior Domingo, and their sports information director, Melody Stockwell. She's been very helpful tonight. And of course, as always, Ventura College's athletic director, Will Collins.
And Matt Henson. Technical direction, graphics.
Oh, shucks.
Great job from you, Matt.
Thanks, guys.
And Jay Holloway.
Thank you. And you too, Jeff.
Well, there you go.
Great as always.
That's what it was all about, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Both free throws for Brown are good. 83-71, 3:53 remaining in the game. You're watching Ventura College basketball, the 3C 2A playoffs on SoCalCollegeSports.com and the VC Sports Network. Pirates will work at the length of the floor. Reyes met by Brown. They work it to Young. Angles into the lane. The runner is good. Calvin Young with the quick deuce, but the Pirates need some stops. Jay, they trail it by 10.
Yeah, they have to get at least a couple stops in a row to cut down this lead.
Tartar's working it around patiently. Fitzpatrick backing down on Frank. Spins baseline, and he traveled. Nice job by Frank, bodying up on Anthony Fitzpatrick. Turnover gives it back to the Pirates.
I think he was trying to see how nice Ventura looks with that travel there.
Reyes around the screen from Fennell, stops and pops and hits. Couple of quick buckets for the Pirates. They're back within 8, 3:14 and counting. Brown, guarded by Hankerson, directs traffic out front. Now he waves everybody off. Shot clock at 15. Brown gets a screen from Henderson. Picked up by Fennell. Tries to get it down low to Fitzpatrick. Reyes trying to keep it alive. The ball's on the floor. Fitzpatrick spinning to the hoop and lays it in. Anthony Fitzpatrick with the finish. Back to a 10-point lead for Compton Center. Reyes driving on Fitzpatrick. Runner won't go. Rebound pulled down by Davis. Davis has that one stolen by Frank. Frank with the scoop, blocked. Young's follow won't go, but he's fouled. Looked like Brown got back to swat away the shot by Frank, but Young able to get the rebound. get the foul, and he'll head to the line for a couple of free throws. But, man, it's not easy to get a finish, not easy to get a layup on this team.
No, because they swarm back to the basketball even when they're undermanned on defense. But very sloppy play there by Davis with the basketball, having the ball very loosely and paid the price with the steal right behind him.
Well, I think you can see, as we've seen the game, this is our first look at Compton Center here this season, and you can see where the ranking comes from, where the success is. Obviously, a lot to feel good about, but they'll go back to work next Saturday night. It'll be East Los Angeles College, and that'll be another team that's playing very well as the season goes on. Another very good shooting team, a lot of athleticism on that team, and you know, the deeper you go into the playoffs, the more likely it's going to be that these kind of turnovers that we've seen tonight could jump up and bite you. It's a one-and-done situation.
Right. That's the key thing, fixing your flaws within the playoff system.
Brown directing traffic. Shot clock at 13. Fennell picks him up in a switch. Brown to Henderson. Henderson faces up. Shot clock at 5. Double team comes. Henderson finds Brown open for 3, rimming no good. Henderson on the offensive glass. Layup won't go, but he is fouled. He'll head to the line. Dejon Henderson, a beast on the offensive glass tonight.
Got lucky we didn't get a tech. We had a blatant shove on Hankerson after the whistle.
Well, there's been a little woofing down there.
A little bit. There's no love lost between Ventura and Compton Center.
Pirates are kind of, we've covered them all season. They got a little edge to them.
Yeah. And same with the Compton Center.
Yep.
The Tartar, actual meaning, is a baby Mongolian warrior. So sponsored off with the name already, with the team.
Well, there you go. I didn't know. Took 38 minutes and 11 seconds for you to tell that to me, Jay.
Sorry, Jeff.
I thought you'd have got to it a little sooner.
I was waiting for the right moment to use it.
First free throw from Henderson, no good. 85-77. Oh, at this pace, the Pirates might, well, very well likely, will manage to hold Compton Center under 100 points. Rebound on the floor. Davis recovers. House in from the right. That one knocked out of play. It'll go back to Ventura. The ball game's not over yet.
Especially with plays like that by House to keep Ventura in the game.
Well, you know, you get a fresh shot clock there, and you're Calvin House, and he
reset.
just goes right back, driving the lane. And you know, I think it's a little bit of, you know, they only know one speed to play, but you know, under 2 minutes to go. At this point, you can take 30 seconds off the clock, even if you don't take a shot.
Right.
It's going to kill the Pirates.
I mean, you have to at least say, hey, we're up by 8. You can at least slow it down just a tad bit.
Yep. Reyes finds Young, fires for 3, rimming, no good. Rebound to Davis. Ahead to Fitzpatrick. It's a 2-on-1. Fitzpatrick in on Hankerson, lays it in. Back to a 10-point lead. 1:25 and counting remaining in the game. Reyes. Step back 3. Too strong. Another rebound for Kevonte Davis. Davis into the front court. Lays it in. So Davis, again, eschewing the slowdown, instead goes for the finish. Maybe they want 100. Young has that one tipped away by Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick in one-on-one. Hangs, goes glass, lays it in.
6 straight points via turnovers by Ventura.
Another steal. Young has it pocket picked. Brown drives the lane. Scoop shot, good, and a foul. The Tartars finishing it off with emphasis. Well, the final score here, Jay, is ultimately not going to tell the tale of what a close game this really was.
Right.
A late run has finally broken things open.
It's a breakdown.
Maybe they heard me up here talking about not scoring 100.
See if you used to be
And does somebody here think we're not going to score 100 tonight? They're at 93. A free throw coming for Javon Brown. Brown's free throw is up and good. 94-77, and again, doesn't tell the story of what a back-and-forth game this was. Frank, long 3, that's good. Thomas Frank buries the shot from long range to finally break the run, but under 40 seconds to go, and Compton Center will be playing next Saturday night. Fitzpatrick hangs in the air and scores. The Tartars will be back at home next Saturday night taking on East Los Angeles College. Reyes, double pump, won't go, rebound, tipped to House. Compton Center doesn't have to take a shot. 96-80 as House walks it into the front court. He's going to dribble out the clock. The Pirates, for their part, 18-13 with the loss. Another solid season under Coach Joey Ramirez. Champions of the Western State North. They win the play-in game against Irvine Valley, but their season comes to a close here tonight with a 16-point loss at Compton Center. We'll come back very quickly, wrap things up. Here from Compton, you are watching Ventura College basketball on SoCalCollegeSports.com and the VC Sports Network. And, Matt, we do have an update from the women's game.
That's correct. With just under 30 seconds left, Ventura leads Santa Monica Corsairs 82-65.
So the Pirates, on the women's side, punching their ticket. They'll be back in action next Saturday. It looks like, I think it's safe to say, 17-point game. Elsewhere in the men's bracket, there is a major upset. It's gone final from Saddleback. The Gauchos, the number 3 seed, upended by Antelope Valley 79-67. So Coach Andy Brown, traditional powerhouse, Saddleback College, their season comes to a close, a shocking victory. And certainly congratulations to Antelope Valley. 12-point win, and they move on. Elsewhere in the South, the top seed Fullerton, a 96-65 victory all over Barstow. Well, 11 seconds remaining, but Fullerton moving on to next Saturday. Their head coach Perry Webster, and how impressive, just speaking of Fullerton, top seed in a very tough Orange Empire Conference, the champions of the Orange Empire Conference, top seed in the South, top seed in the state, lost by 21 points to Compton Center. So let's bring it around to Compton Center when those two teams met in late December, December 30th, a 21-point win for the Tartars in Fullerton. An incredibly impressive performance. So let's talk a little bit about what you saw tonight, Jay, from Compton Center, and what ultimately you feel like is this team's potential here in the draw, which did open up a little bit here with Saddleback going down tonight.
Sure. One thing I did see maybe a cause of concern is turnovers for Compton Center. They have a lot of sloppy possessions at times, but when the ball's in their hands, they get into the paint easily. It's like clockwork for them. But and they have great guards. They get to the basket. 26 points for Brown, 10 for Davis, 11 for Henderson in the post, 12 off the bench by Chavez. So it's gashing Ventura like there's no tomorrow. So I think it was a key point for them getting that win, especially that late run. less than a minute to go in the game.
Yeah, they ultimately shoot 38 for 62 from the floor. That's a great percentage right there. It's up over 60% for the game. That's a phenomenal total. They have an 11 rebound advantage on the boards, 42-31. So obviously there's a lot of upside here. You've seen the statistical domination. And, hey, I think tonight, fair to be very impressed because this was a really gutty performance by Ventura College, and they're a very talented team.
Yeah, they were, but they were just somewhat undermanned at the guard spot. Reyes had 4 fouls, had a rough night from the field, less than 10 points. So you have to limit your best player on the other side for Compton, which they did not with having Brown having 26 points, season high in the last 4 or 5 games. So you're going uphill without your best scorers not on the floor.
Yeah, I think one final stat that really impressed me tonight and really tells the story of this game as much as anything. Cordell Hankerson had 18 points tonight, all of them in the first half. That's a terrific adjustment by Keith Higgins and his staff and this Tartar team to hold Hankerson scoreless in the second half. The Pirates only put 32 on the board, and that ultimately told the story in this game.
Right, mind-boggling. You have to get the balls to your best players, and they did not for Ventura. That led to that loss tonight.
Want to pass along again some special thanks, obviously starting with Will Cowan at Ventura College, really making sure that the VC Sports Network happens, that we have coverage of the Pirates all season long. So special thanks to Will. Thanks to everybody here at Antelope Valley. Melody Stockwell.
I think you mean El Camino.
I'm sorry. I got Antelope Valley on my mind. At El Camino. So Melody Stockwell and
Junior Domingo.
yes, absolutely. Again, really appreciate them making us feel so welcome here. Of course, Matt Henson, Jay Holloway, everybody here at SoCalCollegeSports.com. Once again, the final score tonight, 96-80. El Camino, Compton Center, moves on in the playoffs to round 3. They will be at home next Saturday night to take on East Los Angeles College. For everybody here at SoCalCollegeSports.com, I'm Jeff Stoynoff. So long, everybody.